This life is going to be quick. We are not going to waste much time on this life. It's going to be a quick one. So, the title of this life is How to Use Sand. How to use sand and salt to win every battle, every case. This is very powerful. Now, this one now does not necessarily have to be that even though you are not of a particular element, you can do it. Everybody walks on the ground, everybody walks on sand. Okay, so welcome to my life once again. Here, my name is Queen Amas. On this channel, we share spiritual tips and messages. How you can use the natural creatures of God, the simple things around us to bring your wishes into life, into reality. You don't want to joke with your spiritual life, you don't want to joke with spiritual practices. Always take them serious. So now, if you know that there is someone who have accused you wrongly, maybe you have a case, you have any court case that you know that you are innocent, you didn't do that thing. Somebody accused you wrongly. Even when you are trying to explain yourself, you have been explaining and explaining like they are not even hearing you on. Maybe bribe is involved. Of course, in this world, a lot of things are happening. Some people will know the truth and they will cover it up with lies. They will cover it up due to the things that are involved. If you know you are in that situation whereby you have a case that you are innocent of, you didn't do this particular thing, right? This stream is for you. This live stream is for you. And maybe you have any battle, any spiritual battle, that somebody somewhere is fighting you spiritually. You have been praying, you've been doing all your best, and you are not, like, the attack keep coming. Every time when you sleep, you'll be facing all kinds of spiritual attack. Somebody will pursue you, chasing you in that dream, or maybe some kind of animal will be chasing you in the dream. It is spiritual battle. There are some battles that you are facing, or somebody is throwing at you spiritually, and you need to do something. Hello there, welcome to my life. So if you find yourself in this situation, go and get a sand, right? Go outside and get a sand. You does not have to be in a particular place. Just get a sand from outside. Get salt. You can use any type of salt, be it sea salt or regular salt. Go and get it. These two items is what you need. Get sea salt and get sand. Okay? Now you are going to do this in the morning. Morning is the best time you can do it, facing the early morning sun. You see that first sun that comes out in the morning? That is the sun you are going to use to do this prayer. It's simple, it is very simple, but if you know that you are passing through these two things I mentioned, go and get these two items and do this prayer. Now wake up in the morning. Before talking to anyone, you are going to do this prayer first. Stand at the direction of that morning sun. Hold that sand in your palm. Put the sand in your palm, then the salt beside it. In your palm like this, you're going to put these two items. Don't put it on top of each other. Just put it by the side in one of your palm. Then remove your footwear. Do not wear anything on your leg. Take off your footwear. Hello Jack, welcome to my life. Trump is good, welcome to my life. So you are going to put these two items in your palm and stand facing the morning sun. be on barefoot when you are doing this, okay? And make sure you have not greeted anyone when you want to do this prayer. You know, in your spiritual life, you have to discipline yourself. Let people that you are living with know how you are channeling or how you are living your life. Not that when you want to do an important prayer, an important ritual, an important prayer, you know, they will not come and be distracting you. You have to know, you have to let the people, maybe you are living in the midst of many people, you have to let them know how you are living your spiritual life. When you have any important prayer you want to do, maybe the one you don't want anyone to distract you, let them know. If it's the one you will involve them, you will let them join you, you let them know. You understand? Now you're going to stand in the direction of the sun with these two items in your hands. You're going to be on barefoot and start to pray. Call on God Almighty. Read Psalm 35. Psalm 35 is not just a word, it's not just words, it is very powerful. Read Psalm 35 and Psalm 51 and pray your way out. Whoever that is walking on the ground, that is accusing you wrongly, that have said you will not have your peace, maybe they have collected bribe on your head to, do all manner of bad thing against you, as long as that person is walking on the sand, as long as that person is walking on the ground, let this sand fight against that person. Let this sand hold against that person. And with the salt in your hands, as long as anyone, there's no one in this world who does not eat any food that contains salt. So therefore, anyone that eats anything that is contained of salt, you guys are choking with the spiritual benefit. Like you are undermining the spiritual benefit of salt. Let me not even talk about the video I saw recently where a woman is condemning the uses of salt in spiritual practices. Like I saw that video and I was laughing. See, let me continue with this message. Now you're going to take that salt with this sand in your hands, pray. As long as this person that is accusing you wrongly or fighting you spiritually, trying to cast a spell on you, understand, as long as that person eats something that contains of salt, let this salt be like a poison. Like this salt will be like a poison to that person whenever he or she will eat it. You know the way someone feels when you have eaten something that is contained, let that salt act like that in the body of that person. Let that person begin to encounter problem upon problem. In whichever way they have casted a spell on you, dug a pit on you, let them fall in that pit. Whatever thing they have done against you, let it backfire. Pray and send it back. When you are done praying with these two items, you are going to turn it on your head 3 times and pour it on the ground. Just pour it on the ground. You can pour it in the water, you can pour it in ordinary ground, just somewhere in the nature. Then just wait. You are going to sleep that day. You do this in the morning, right? After you're done with this, right, you're going to go to whether you want to go to work or anywhere you want to go to. But at night when you're going to sleep, pay attention to your dream. Pay attention to the dreams you're going to have. The number one dream, as in a dream you will have that will make you know your prayer is granted or answered, is that you're going to have a fight with someone. You're going to have a fight with someone, and in that fight you are going to win. You're going to, like the way you will be hitting this person, the way you'll be tearing, like you're going to be tearing somebody into pieces as if you're tearing normal clothes. You understand? You're going to fight with someone, and the dream you're going to have that night is like you will fight someone in the dream in that night, and in that dream you will see yourself tearing somebody like you're tearing a paper or something. That person is going to be as light as paper. It's going to be as light as something you can tear. Do you understand? Pay attention to your dreams. It is very, very important. Anytime you do a spiritual practice, pay attention to the dream you're going to have. That dream is what is going to let you know if the prayer you did went well or not. Please like this live. Give a like on this live. Double tap on your screen. Share this live. It's going to help someone out there. We all pass through so many challenges in life. Some have been done in the spiritual realm. Some is already they have already casted the spell. They are like you just be in a place where you are, maybe in the city or in a place where you are just doing your normal house, but somebody somewhere is not resting because of you. You can imagine that kind of thing. You are somewhere hustling, making sure you become a better person, making sure that you are okay, and somebody somewhere doesn't want that to happen to you. Somebody somewhere is after that your progress, all the effort you are making to become the best version of you. Somebody somewhere is just making sure that you didn't achieve anything in the city where you are. There are people who enjoy seeing people go down. There are people, because I know some of you will just be like, I used to ask that question before. Why is it that some people will be so happy? How do they feel when they see you, suffering, when they see the things they are doing against you working? Like, how do they feel? But then, you do wonder like that. There are people who just like it, who just feel very happy. It gives them joy to see someone go down, to see someone suffer, to see someone pass some kind of challenges, to see someone stuck. Is a kind of, to them is even a progress, to them is even an achievement, to them is a success. Yes, balance, yes. Yes, customer is coming. So, you understand this. Do not be surprised. That is why you have to pray. Even in your worst days, even the days you know that God have answered your prayer, the days you know that you are already progressing, that is even the days you pray more. That is when you should pray harder. That time you see something good is already happening. Your answered prayer days, the days you're already having your success and all of that. That is the time you should pray harder, because you don't want to go up and come down again. You don't want to test good life and test the bad. It's even better you test the bad life for a very long time, and then when you rise and never fall again, because you don't want that experience to happen to you. You don't want to encounter it. You don't want to experience it. So even in your worst days, pray. Some of us get it all wrong. Like, some of us do it when we're praying for a job, for a particular miracle, and when it's already happening, when it's already coming to life, and the next thing we do is just we wake up in the morning, get dressed, and go to work. We even forget to commit. Like, we no longer become as serious as we used to be, because we already feel the blessings we prayed for is already there. No. The attack, the challenges that comes when you are when you are at the top, when you are already progressing, is always massive. Because the thing is, the time you are still suffering, the enemy will look at you and be like, you don't catch this one. So they will not be putting eye on you like that. But it is that, and they start seeing you shine, they see you not eat, they see you not dress well and look good. Trust me, they start striking from different angles. And you don't want those arrows to get to you. So, guys, I just let me quickly share this, because this is a very, very powerful spiritual tip that I really want you to take serious. It works. I did this some time ago, and I can tell you the testimony I had my testimony. I'll tell you guys a lot of stories, but like I said earlier in my previous life, I'm not someone who shares everything online. I know Sabi share testimony, I know Sabi share something just to, I don't know, I see it as seeking validation and I don't want that. But I can tell you, this spiritual, I had a very tough challenge between last year and earlier this year. Trust me, it was a tough one. It was a tough one, and one thing I love about myself is I did not take my spiritual practices for granted. Like the challenges was tough, but I was following it up with prayer. I was, backing it up with prayers, and trust me, my testimony came. My testimony came, like, and when it came, it even came when I least expected, because there was a time, it's everybody passes through this. There's a time when you'll be praying, right? You'll be praying for a particular miracle, and it might not happen that time that you are so serious and pray. That time you are killing yourself, waking up at midnight. You might not be seeing that result at the moment, but trust me, God is working. Those of prayers are being delivered. It's going to the heaven, it's going to the universe. They are listening. It might not be happening immediately, but they are hearing you. At a point, I was not asking myself what is going on. Those things, they were all challenges. I have a testimony that even if I didn't share it with you, I will tell you, I will keep sharing spiritual tips and messages, because these are the things that have helped me, and it's going to help you too. So if you know that you have been facing some spiritual attack, maybe you feel that, or you notice they have cast a spell on you. Is it in your business? Is it in your work? Is it in any of your side hustle? Anything at all in your career? And you feel they have casted a spell on you that you not progress? Try this sand and salt prayer. This one now back to sender where get extra bomb where they do boom. You could just blast and it will backfire to them immediately. Trust me, it works. So guys, that's what I got to share with you in this 17 minutes live. And trust me, you don't want to see this as just a live. I'm at work, as you can see. For me to come out and do this live even while I'm at work shows that it is very important and you should take it serious. Okay? Even the rich people will see, those rich people will see that riding GRE, Ferrari, living luxurious life. If they tell you what they pass through indoor, if they tell you they attack, they say big man, big trouble. That big man, big trouble is not really big, because they fight with people physically, something. The challenges that comes when you are rich, when money starts entering your hand, but you don't want to be afraid, you don't want to be scared of being rich because of the challenges. No, I'm just telling you that you should not stop praying even in your better days. Do not stop praying, because you don't want to experience downfall. It is the worst experience you will ever have in this life. It's better you did not have at all than you had and not have again. It's a very bad experience, okay? So I wish you guys the best. Like, I wish you luck in your spiritual practices. Do not give up. Do not give up. Even me that I'm talking to, that I'm always giving you messages, until there's a time I almost give up in spiritual. Like, there was a time I felt like, what is going on? My prayers, where is the universe? Where are the angels guiding me? Where are the angels that always grant my prayers and all of that? And just when I thought and when I didn't know where to go again, they showed up for me. And I can tell you from that experience that they will show up for you. They will show up. They will show up, believe me. Because you cannot tell me that your hands are clean. And again, there's something again. If you are doing this practice, if you're doing this prayer, please keep your hand like this. Keep your hand like this. Do not, I did not tell you. Keep your hand pure. Anyone who is doing spiritual practices, tell me it has to do with salt and sand. This is baptism that I want to do. You cannot have a black mind. You cannot have something in mind against another person and you want to destroy the one another person has done against you. It doesn't work like that though. It will not work like that. Your hands needs to be clean, your heart needs to be pure for this to go well. I'm telling you this for truth. This is why this is even another thing that can hinder your spiritual practices. If your hands are not clean and your heart are not pure, this can hinder your spiritual practices. Even sometimes when they bring a complaint to me in my inbox and telling me, I do give them, I do encourage and advise them to please, if you are doing any spiritual practice, make sure you don't hold anything against anyone. If someone did you something you don't like, treated you bad, you just have to forgive and let go. I know we can forgive and not forget, but we want to understand that as we are praying, we are also asking God for forgiveness. So we have to forgive human also that offend us. Not for them but for us. Not for them but for us. You have to just keep your mind. As human beings, we also offend each other. We offend human and also offend God. So forgiveness is another key to a successful spiritual practice. Okay? So that's all I've got for you at this very minute. And I'm going to see you next time. I promise not to be long. I'll be far from us again on this channel. I'll just be trying. Work is really tight on me. I have to just steal some minutes to come and do this, live. So I'm going to see you guys next time. And I hope you guys are doing great. Where are my top fans? So, you guys do have a great time. Bye for now.